It's a nice spring day. And
should I put the pond back on?
yeah, it's a nice enough day, but it should move no problem.
Hi. It's okay. Come on up, baby. Daddy gonna give you pets. Hi. It's okay. Meow. Oh, it's okay. What daisies? Yes, my little baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you notice, I put a lid on my eggs. That way I'm not busting the yolk to make my sunny side up eggs. And they're still cooking in bacon grease. I decided to do all 4 eggs at once. Makes it easier. That is perfection. Of course, I add a little black pepper on top. Because, well, you need a little spice in life.
She's my spice girl.
Yes, I know you heard James say that I'm his spice girl. Now, I'll put the lid back onto my eggs. That way the yolk could cook a little more quicker. And while that's cooking, I'm going to start on my toast. Now, most people can use regular white or whole wheat toast, but today I'm using Country Harvest's Oats and Honey. It's sort of like a whole wheat bread, but it's a little more nutritious and a lot tastier as toast. Now, when you got a small kitchen, you utilize as much of your space as possible for doing things you need to do. Like my kitchen consists of pantry cupboard there, spice rack, my utensils are there, of course, microwave with timer, coffee machine, and yes, I have to have flowers. Drain trays, cupboards. Most people have cupboards. A fridge. James in his chair. Parsley growing freshly on my counter. And a toaster within close range. And that's for making SodaStream soda. It's a lot fresher. $4 there. This is our apartment. So if any of you are thinking we live in an actual house, no, we live in an apartment.
Yeah, our mansion's down the road.
We are not rich YouTubers. At least not yet.
We graduated from the tent.
Now, The eggs are almost completely done. The trick with the lid makes it sort of like having an oven. Those are the best sunny side up eggs you're ever going to see. And that's without splashing the grease on it. I let gravity do that from the lid. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to make you all fall. Now, with having a small kitchen, you're going to have to move a lot of stuff around. And trying to swap out things in other areas at the same time. And yes, this toast is hot. Whew. Now, some people use common sense when they're making toast, and they lift out the toast with tongs or a fork, butter knife, anything like that. I don't use common sense sometimes. Except when it comes to buying my margarine, I buy in big packages because I use a lot. Okay, now that the eggs are done, I could turn off my element.
There's leftover ham too.
Yes, I know there's leftover ham. But that's sweet and sour ham.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, boys and girls. I had no idea.
Jim's was just reminding me we have ham, but we already got bacon and eggs and hash browns. I don't know if he's got enough room for all of that.
Easter breakfast.
This is our Easter brekkie, because I get teased about the way I pronounce breakfast.
It's Easter brunch.
Well, by the time it's all ready, yeah, it probably would be brunch. And because we got no kids at home, we're able to sleep in. And there's the other toast already before I'm even finished margarine and this stuff.
We got 2 kittens, that's close enough.
Well, yeah, we got fur babies. And you've already seen one of them. That's our art critic. The one that James said will eat his artwork if she doesn't like it. Really? She won't eat the artwork. Mind you, she did try to eat my picture that I have hanging in the bathroom. Mind you, it's a picture of a peacock, so that could be the reason she wanted to eat it. It looked like a bird.
Well, the cats work in the Catnip Quality Control Center.
Catnip Quality Control? What is that?
Well, when I give them catnip, they sniff it for the quality control and make sure it's zoomable once they have it.
We are sometimes silly in this department. Now, I almost got most of the brunch ready. I got about 3 1/4 minutes left for my hash browns cooking. And to save money, buy the already formed hash browns. It saves a hell of a lot of money. Wow. I accidentally hit the pan with my hand. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, now. Usually with toast, some people cut crosswise. When I'm at my mom's and I'm making toast, I cut it diagonally across. Because the simple fact is, that's how my mom likes it done. And you always keep mom happy. If Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy in that house. So you try to keep Mama happy when you're helping Mom. Now some people put the margarine just on the counter. I like putting mine back in the fridge, only because I got very little room on my counters, and I lost my bread tag again. Oh, found it. These are the best thing. They work as bread tags, like they're meant for. They're also really good if you have small packages and you don't want to tie it in a knot. You do the same thing you do to the bread bag. Now, I got almost a minute and a half from my hash browns. Well, a quarter. Yeah. So I just wait for that. And the catnip that James was talking about, I keep it in my spice rack in a jar. It keeps it fresher, and the cats can't get at it because it's
catnip quality control.
And these spice bottles, eventually I'm going to have them all refilled. Right now they're not filled, and most of my spices up there. Okay. I got a few seconds, and that's when my hash browns be ready. In the meantime, I'm going to use my silicone egg turner, or as some of you know it as a spatula. That would be my hash browns ready. And as much as you may think it's quicker just to grab one oven mitt, trust me, put on both oven mitts. You never know when you might grab it with the wrong hand. A thing of beauty. When you hang up oven mitts, if it's your own place, put your oven mitts where you'll always find them, and pets won't chew them. Or sit on them, because nothing worse than pet hair on your oven mitts. Now, if you live alone, you can always just use your dishes that are in your drain tray, as long as they're clean. It saves on dirty and too many dishes if you just keep washing them and then letting them dry, and that's your next load of dishes to use. Now you could put your toast on either one bunch on one side and other bunch on the other side, or you can stack them on top of each other. I prefer doing either or. Depends on how much room I need on the plate. Yeah. Because this pan is hot, I gotta move it with oven mitts. Oh, and don't forget to turn off the oven. Usually a good idea. Unless your apartment's really cold. Then an oven left on can be a good thing. Now, I gotta move stuff out of my way so I got more counter space. Okay. I know you can hear that crispiness of those eggs. Now, when I made the eggs, unfortunately, I broke 2 of the yolks. But I just let it cook the same way as I was cooking the other egg. Doesn't have to hurt. And there is a little bit of runny yolk still, so it's not entirely a waste of egg. Oh, pardon my language. My egg, it keeps slipping off of my egg turner because it's full of bacon grease. But James' egg isn't going to have that problem because I'm going to take it out over his plate. I'll put the egg turner there so it could go up. And I'll show you all. That, it's almost perfection. I just need to put on the bacon and it's done to eat.